one of the greatest to ever play, Peyton Manning completely changed the game at the quarterback position. The number one pick in the '98 draft, Manning immediately took the Colts from NFL bottom feeder to perennial Super Bowl contender.
Manning airing it out deep. Perfect. End zone.
After years of heartbreak, Manning finally broke through and led the Colts to their first Super Bowl title in 46 years. 3 years later, Manning won his record 4th league MVP award and led the Colts back into Miami for another shot at the title. This one, however, would not turn out as well. The following year, Manning led the Colts to a 10-6 record before losing to the Jets in the wild card round of the playoffs. Nobody knew at the time, but this would be the final time Manning walked off the field in a Colts uniform. That offseason, Manning underwent multiple surgeries, and due to the NFL lockout, was unable to use team facilities to help speed up his recovery. Manning would miss the entire 2011 season as the Colts went 2-14, earning the right to select Andrew Luck first overall in the 2012 NFL Draft. Colts released Manning to free agency on March 7, 2012. He was now officially a free agent for the first time in his legendary career.
I truly have enjoyed being your quarterback.
But what if it didn't happen that way? What if Peyton was able to recover from those surgeries without issue and was ready to play at the beginning of the 2011 season? What if the Colts didn't end up with the first overall pick and Manning was able to finish out his career with the Colts? This season, we take a trip back to Madden 12 and take control of this Indianapolis Colts team to see if Manning can lead them back to glory or if the two were better off apart. This is Madden NFL What If, Peyton Manning. What is up, guys? Welcome on back to our Madden NFL What If, Peyton Manning series. This is episode 3. Last year, we were able to go 15-1. We're the number one seed in the AFC, made it all the way to the playoffs. We got past the Patriots in the conference championship, and then we went on to beat Michael Vick in the Eagles in the Super Bowl, winning Peyton his second Super Bowl title with the Indianapolis Colts. And this year, we're going to try and repeat. And we got most of this core back. I think we lost one of our guards to retirement, but we were able to get a lot of good young players in here to hopefully continue this dynasty forward. But before we hop into the regular season, let's meet the team going into year 3. At quarterback, everything looks the same here. Peyton Manning, now 37 years old, going into his 16th year in the league. Still a 98 overall, backed up by Terrell Pryor, who's still a 70 overall. At running back, Jacob Shortell had a really good rookie year. He's gone up to an 83 overall. He's 22 years old now. He is now our starting running back, followed up by Delone Carter, as Joseph Adai took a big hit in regression after this past season. He's now 30 years old, down to 87 speed. He's just not the guy he used to be, so Shortell will be taking over at the running back position. At wide receiver, of course, we still have Reggie Wayne, Pierre Garçon, and Austin Collie, but we did pick up a couple of very good receivers who I think could help us out a lot going forward. We picked up Corey Malone in the first round of the draft this year. We drafted him with the 32nd overall pick in this year's draft. 5'11", 203 pounds. Overall is a little bit lower, but look at this: 99 speed, 93 agility, 86 acceleration. I think he could be really good. And then also we picked up Basman Jordan in free agency, 69 overall, nice. Also 98 speed, 85 agility, 98 acceleration. Their awareness is pretty low and their other abilities aren't that great, but with pure speed, I think if we can get them the ball, they can make some plays happen. At tight end, we still have the two-headed monster of Dallas Clark and Jacob Tamme at that position. At left tackle, we have Anthony Costanzo, now up to a 90 overall going into his third year in the league. He is definitely growing into our great left tackle that we know that he did become in the NFL. Left guard, our left guard from last season ended up retiring, so we're going to put Charlie Johnson in at that position. He's an 80 overall at the left guard position. At center, Jeff Saturday did take a bit of a hit in regression. He's down to an 88 overall, but still one of the best offensive linemen on this team, and I have no problem throwing him out there at the center position again this season. Right guard, we have Bobby Williams, who we signed before last season in free agency. He's back. He's going to be starting for us at right guard again this year. So at right guard, we brought in quite a few young tackles to see who would end up taking that right tackle position, and it turned out being Mitch McCamish, the rookie, 21 years old, 75 overall. We picked him up in the 3rd round with the 96 overall pick. I like him. I think he's going to be good for us. And, 93 pass block strength. I just think he's going to be really, really good for us. Left end is going to be Robert Mathis again. And then right end will be Dwight Freeney. They're both still at a 90 overall, respectively. D-tackle, we have Drake Nevis and Fili Moala starting there again. Left outside linebacker is again Pat Angerer. Middle linebacker, Thomas Barnes, the undrafted rookie that we picked up last year, goes up to an 87 overall. He is now our starting middle linebacker. And Deshaun Gandy, who was a first-round draft pick by some other team. I don't know who drafted him. He was the 28th overall pick in the draft. So he drafted a few spots ahead of us. Ends up getting cut during the preseason. We pick him up. He's a 77 overall. He's our number 2 middle linebacker after Gary Brackett took a huge hit in regression. He's all the way down to a 75 overall now. Right outside linebacker is again going to be Clint Session. Gerard Powers and Verlon Beasley are our starting corners, followed by Chris Houston and Justin Tryon. And you see Kelvin Hayden down here. He's not starting at corner for us this year because we are going to have him playing the strong safety position for us. He's an 85 strong safety, 30 years old now, 84 speed. So he's getting a little slower, and you see corners a lot of times when they get older, they do transition to one of those safety positions, and I think Kelvin Hayden will fit in well there at strong safety. Free safety, of course, is going to be Antoine Bethea, 97 overall, one of the best defensive players in the league right now. Kicker again, Adam Vinatieri, up to 40 years old now, still an 84 overall. And then Pat McAfee will be our punter once again this year. And then Jacob Shortell will be doing the kick and punt returning for our team this season. So like we have with the last couple of episodes, I'm going to simulate throughout the regular season. And when we get to some of those marquee matchups that are worth jumping into, I'll let y'all know and we'll see how they do. All right, so we're in Week 8. We're going to be at home taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both of us are 6-0 so far in the season, so we have 2 undefeated teams going up against each other, trying to continue that undefeated streak. And I think this is pretty funny because I'm pretty sure last year when we hopped in, one of the teams that we had to hop in against was the Steelers. So, again, they've come back with a really good team again. You know, Big Ben, Rashard Mendenhall, Antonio Brown, Ranton Randall, and then all those defensive players like Troy Polamalu, Lawrence Timmons, and all of them. So this ought to be a good game. We're going to hop into it. All right, so we're hopping in here. Minute 29 left in the 4th quarter. We're up 17-10. Our defense needs to make a stop here in order to win this game and stay undefeated. I don't see Antonio Brown actually out there. And Houston almost came up with the pick. Roethlisberger threw it up for grabs. He was under pressure, threw it up for grabs, and Houston almost picked that one off. That would have been the ball game. Roethlisberger, he's going down. Moala got in there for the sack, and Pittsburgh's forced to call a timeout. It's going to be 3rd and 17 coming up. Roethlisberger back to throw again, and he's getting sacked. Nevis and Mathis has the ball. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Colts. Touchdown. Nevis stripped it from Roethlisberger. Mathis picked it up and took it in the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Roethlisberger back to throw. 4th and 7. His last shot, and he's going down. Sacked on the play, and that's going to be the game. So there it is. Our defense sealed the deal for us, and we're going to end up knocking off the Pittsburgh Steelers and remain undefeated as we move to 7-0 off of this 24-10 victory at home. Robert Mathis ends up getting player of the game with that defensive touchdown that sealed the deal for us late in that game. Okay, so this isn't particularly the greatest game ever. It's a St. Louis Rams team that's, fighting for the playoffs right now. But we're 15-0. We haven't lost. And I want to hop into this game and try to go for the undefeated regular season. So here we are in St. Louis, Missouri. This is before the Rams moved to LA, obviously. You got the Rams there. I think this is the Sam Bradford and Steven Jackson Rams, if I remember correctly. But we're going for the undefeated regular season. That's why these people are here. They want to see history. They might be Rams fans, but today they're rooting for the Colts. Okay, so we're up pretty big here late in the 4th quarter, and we just intercepted them. We're up 21-0. Now we just got to run out the clock here. So that will do it. We have completed an undefeated regular season. and we're going to be the #1 seed in the AFC as we're going to try and repeat as Super Bowl champions. All right, so here we are at home in the divisional round going up against the 9-7 New York Jets. This is our first step towards repeating as Super Bowl champions and finishing off the perfect season. So we were able to win this game 28-27. They missed an extra point after they could have tied the game up, and then we were able to recover the onside kick and just kneel it out. So we will be moving on to the conference championship game now. So here we are in the conference championship game, once again taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. This seems to be the team we've been playing up against the most in this series so far. But we're going to play them one more time here at home for a chance to go back to the Super Bowl and continue this perfect season. All right, so we're down 2 scores here in the fourth quarter against the Steelers at home. We're going to need to play really well if we want to come back in this game. Oh, we've got Collie there. Oh, we got a block. We got another block. Oh, huge play for Austin Collie all the way down to the 35 of Pittsburgh. Play action to Shortell here. And, oh, we're getting sacked. Yeah, I couldn't get away from that one. Manning's just too slow. All right, Manning back to throw again here. We've got Collie. He's going to catch it and get some yards. It'll be 3rd and 11 coming up. We're going to have to hurry up here. It's going to be crazy, but we got to get going. Just send them all. Send it, send it, send it. Oh, Collie in the end zone. Touchdown! Austin Collie catches it. And just like that, the Colts pull within 1 score. Kick from Vinatieri is up and good. So just like that, it's a 7-point game now. Roethlisberger back to throw here, and he's going to take off, and he'll pick up the first down and more before going down at the 45-yard line. A huge run there for Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger draw play to Mendenhall, and he's going to get good yardage there down at the 40. Oh, play action doesn't go well as Roethlisberger goes down, sacked by Mathis on the play. Robert Mathis came in untouched on that one. Roethlisberger motions a man out. Will they throw here, or will they try to keep the clock moving? And they will run here, and Mathis meets Mendenhall. And so that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 14 coming up now for the Steelers. And they will hand again to Mendenhall here. And he'll go down at the 40 as the Colts call a timeout. Manning 5 wide in this formation here. And he will throw it deep and out of bounds. Incomplete. Oh, the booth reviews it. Oh, overturned. They're going to say it was complete. A huge play, and so we're down on the opposite side of the 50 now. I thought that was for sure an incompletion, but the booth reviewed it and said it was good. And we're going deep. Reggie Wayne against Palamalu, and it's knocked away, incomplete. All right. Manning in the shotgun. He will throw again here, and he is going to find Dallas Clark close to the first down marker, about a yard short here. The Colts will hurry up to the line now. Manning gets him set, and he's ready to throw again here, and he'll find Austin Collie over the middle. He makes a man miss and turns upfield. He's down at the 24-yard line. Collie now over 100 yards receiving on the day. Manning play action here. Oh, he's got his man Dallas Clark in the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. They go right down the field and score, but did they leave too much time for Pittsburgh to score themselves, is the question, as Vinatieri puts the extra point up and in with 1:04 left in this conference championship game. So here comes this Pittsburgh Steelers offense trying to knock off the undefeated Indianapolis Colts. In this conference championship game, Roethlisberger back to throw. He's got plenty of time, and he unloads deep down the field, and it's going to be knocked away incomplete. A couple of Colts defenders in the area, but it will fall incomplete. Roethlisberger pump fakes and hands off to Mendenhall here as he'll get a few yards. Gets about 8. It'll be 3rd and short coming up as Pittsburgh calls a timeout. We're going to blitz here. And Mendenhall is going to sneak up the middle, and he'll pick up the first down on that one. We almost had him in the backfield with Freeney there, but he got past us. Ben back to throw. Throws over the middle, finds Wallace, who gets hit hard. And the Steelers will have to hurry up here. Roethlisberger throws again. And it's going to be caught by Wallace. He's behind the defense. Wallace is going to take it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And just like that, Pittsburgh goes back up by 7 with less than 30 seconds left in this game. They're close to knocking off this undefeated Colts team. And it'll be a squib kick here, and Jacob Tamme grabs a hold of it. Not sure how I feel about the squib kick. Actually gives them pretty good starting field position here to start this drive. 2 timeouts, 23 seconds. Still plenty of time for us to get down the field and score here. As Reggie Wayne gets a big play down the field, and he's going to go out of bounds at the 14. 16 seconds, 2 timeouts remaining. And just like that, we're in the red zone. We're in striking distance here. We could still tie this game back up easy. And we're going to throw it into the end zone, and it's nearly intercepted. We were looking for Austin Collie there, but that nearly got picked off. 13 seconds remain here in this game. We need a touchdown. We need to tie this game up and send it to overtime here. Manning looking around. He's going to find Collie over the middle. He's going to get a few yards. It'll be 3rd down coming up. 6 seconds remain as the Colts call timeout. Manning back to throw. Oh, there we go. Pierre Garçon over the middle. On the slant. Touchdown, Colts. We're going to overtime. Or do we go for 2? Do we go for 2? We go for 2. We're going for the win. We want to go back to the Super Bowl. And the Steelers will call time. We're still going for it. We're going for it. We're going to go for it here. We're going for 2. Oh, there it is. Pierre Garçon didn't get in. It's good. It's good. It's good. We're going back to the Super Bowl, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Undefeated season. Still alive. Squib kick from Pat McAfee. And that's it. We're going back to the Super Bowl, baby. What a catch by Pierre Garçon on the 2-point conversion. The Colts make an epic comeback. Ballsy move to go for it. Pour the Gatorade on Caldwell. Peyton Manning, 4 touchdowns, no picks, 345 yards. And look at it right there. Garçon dove for it. Got the feet down. I mean, honestly, I thought he was out of bounds, but he got the foot and the knee down. That counts as 2 feet. That counts as a completion, and we win 29-28 here at home to go back to the Super Bowl and keep the undefeated season alive. Wow. Incredible. Incredible game. All right, so here we are in the Super Bowl in New York. I'm pretty sure Peyton played in this particular Super Bowl with the Broncos because he played in the one in New York against the Seattle Seahawks. We're going up against the St. Louis Rams, who we beat in Week 17 to complete our perfect regular season. And so we're going up against them to try and finish it off again and hopefully complete this perfect season. So we get a field goal to start off this thing. And then we got another field goal. So back-to-back field goals from Vinatieri here in the first half. We get the ball to start the second half here. See how we do. We move down the field. We end up punting it away. They're coming back, and they actually take a lead here in the fourth quarter. We're going to hop in now, down 7-6 in this fourth quarter, and we're going to play out the rest of this Super Bowl game here in New York, and we're going to start off by handing it to Jacob Shortell and seeing if he can get any yardage on this Rams defense, and he gets about 3 on that carry. Manning back to throw here. Oh, we're going deep. Who we got there? It's Pierre Garçon all the way down to the 25-yard line. 52 yards for Pierre Garçon on that one. That's a big play right there. Play action here to Shortell, and Manning's going to go down, sacked on the play. It's 3rd and 17 coming up as English is in on that play to bring down Peyton Manning. Honestly, at this point, just want to get this ball a little closer for Vinatieri as we're going to throw it, and Shortell, and that's going to be incomplete. So we're going to have to bring out Adam Vinatieri here for a 50-yard field goal attempt. Into 13-mile-an-hour winds. Vinatieri kick is up, and it is good. So we take a 9-7 lead here in the Super Bowl. Bradford back to throw, and he'll find Eddie Royal on the slant, and he'll get good yardage there. 17 yards on that one. Bradford handoff to Steven Jackson here, and he's got room to work, and he's going to get good yardage on that run before being brought down by Kelvin Hayden on the back end. Bradford back to throw, and it's caught by Norris, and that's going to be a big play inside field goal range now at the 17. And it's a pitch here to Steven Jackson, and Jackson's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams, and they will go for 2 here to stretch this to a 6-point game. Bradford back to throw, looking, and he's going to get hit, and that's going to get tipped incomplete. So the Colts are down 4 with 2 minutes remaining here in this Super Bowl. So we'll see, does Peyton Manning have another miracle comeback in him? We saw what happened against the Steelers 2 weeks ago in the AFC Championship game. But does he have another one in him here? He'll find Clark over the middle for a quick little chunk of yards, 6 yards. Probably hoping for a little bit more than that there. Play action to Shortell here. Manning throwing deep to Coley, and it's complete! Austin Coley with a huge play. And the Colts are going to run down the field, try to hurry up here. Manning gets him to the line. He's ready to go. He's going to throw it, and it's nearly picked off. Oh, that would have been the game. That would have been a clear pick 6. But he dropped it, and the Colts get lucky. Manning tried to get that quick pass out to Garçon, but it almost proved to be a disaster as he's going to find Coley here, and that'll be another first down for this Colts team. So what the Colts are wanting to do is they're wanting to run clock down and eventually score this touchdown, but they do not want to score too quick and give the Rams time to go down the field and score themselves, as Manning is going to find Jacob Tamme here over the mid out to the left side. It's going to be 7 yards there, as this clock is just going to continue to run down as the Colts are going to kind of do a halfway hurry up. They somewhat hurry up, somewhat don't. Manning's going to let a little bit more time come off before he snaps this ball, it seems. And there he goes. He will snap it, and again he will find Jacob Tamme on the little drag route there. And now they hurry up with a little bit more intensity here, it seems. Now they're really moving. Under 30 seconds remaining here in this game. Manning rolling, and he will throw this one away. 22 seconds remain here in this game. 2nd and 10 now. Manning in the shotgun. He'll drop back, looking to throw. He finds Clark over the middle, and he turns upfield, and Dallas Clark is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. They take a late lead. And this Adam Vinatieri extra point will make it a 3-point game. So with 18 seconds, the Colts now lead 16-13 late in this game. Bradford back to throw. It's a 3-man rush. Freeney's able to get a hit on Bradford, who overthrows his man down the field. He had one-on-one coverage there. Bradford back to throw again. Again, a three-man rush, and he'll get it to Royal, who's going to get a first down, but it's going to stay inbounds as he turns in. So 4 seconds remain here. This is basically going to be a Hail Mary shot for Bradford and the Rams. He's going to throw it. There's no time left on the clock. And the ball falls incomplete, and that's it. The Colts have finished the perfect season.
It's over. The ultimate NFL victory is all.
The Colts have repeated as Super Bowl champions, and not only that, they are undefeated. They are the greatest team in NFL history. The first ever 19-0 NFL team. The greatest team in NFL history.
To be the bearers of the Lombardi Trophy. Pop the champagne and ready the parade. This team is going home as the cream of the entire NFL crop. Standing tall.
The first team since the Patriots of the early 2000s to win back-to-back Super Bowls, as Peyton Manning is once again declared Super Bowl MVP. And he lifts his third Lombardi Trophy of his legendary career and caps off the greatest season any team has ever had. Cauley with this great comeback to the ball, high-pointed catch.
This game's big plays and magical moments are now part of NFL lore to be replayed over and over again.
Here it is, the catch by Dallas Clark. He was able to cut inside, turn upfield, and get that touchdown.
Capable of becoming historic. And on the other sideline, the creep of doubt and second guessing.
There's Sam Bradford, the young quarterback out of Oklahoma, was so close to leading his team to a magical Super Bowl run, but fell just short.
Daydreams of victory were dashed. What a feeling for these players, an ongoing sense of accomplishment they'll carry with them their entire lives, and a victory this community can forever cherish. It's a win that has eluded so many superstars who have tried, and these men now know it is a gift to rise to the top, to exist even for a second at such a rare height. A bond has been formed that can never be broken, and the spoils are immeasurable.
So there it is. We've won back-to-back Super Bowl championships. We complete the perfect season. So I do want to take a look at the stats on this past season and see how it went. Peyton Manning led the league in passer rating, passing yards, passing touchdowns, and only 4 interceptions to 41 touchdowns. Just an unbelievable year for Peyton this year. Arian Foster led the league in rushing with over 1,500 yards. And then Tavares Terrell, a second-year running back, auto-generated player for the Jets, had 16 rushing touchdowns on the year. Roddy Wright led the league with 123 receptions, 1,800 receiving yards. And then Mike Wallace led the league with 16 receiving touchdowns. Paul Pelesny of the Bills led the league with 173 tackles. Tyson Jackson of the Chiefs led the league with 19.5 sacks, followed by Brandon Graham of the Eagles. And then Nnamdi Asomugha of the Raiders led the league with 8 interceptions. So yeah, just an unbelievable season here for Peyton Manning. 4,600 yards, 41 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions. Jacob Shortell had a better second year, 871 rushing yards, 10 rushing touchdowns. Delon Carter had 265 rushing yards with 2 touchdowns. Then Joseph Addai, only 24 carries on the year, 112 yards, and 1 touchdown. Receiving on the year, Reggie Wayne, 116 catches, 1,600 yards with 8 touchdowns. Dallas Clark, 68 catches, 705 yards, and 9 touchdowns. Austin Collie, 55 catches, 749 yards, and 13 touchdowns. 53 catches, 895 yards, and 5 touchdowns for Pierre Garçon. And Jacob Shortell had 36 catches, 283 yards, and 4 touchdowns out of the backfield. Thomas Barnes led us in tackles with 149 on the season. Drake Nevis actually led us in sacks with 8. Robert Mathis had 6.5, and then Dwight Freeney had 6. We had Kelvin Hayden and Gerard Powers each have 3 interceptions on the year. Robert Mathis had 4 forced fumbles on the year, as well as 3 fumble recoveries, one of which we know was returned for a touchdown, and that was our only defensive touchdown of the season. Adam Vinatieri went 28 for 34 on the year on field goals with a long of 56. Also went 51 for 53 on extra points. And then Pat McAfee had 88 punts for an average of 45.2 yards per punt. 27 punts inside the 26 touchbacks and a long of 71. And Peyton Manning has moved up into second on the all-time passing yards list, only about 2,000 yards behind Brett Favre. If he does come back for another year next year, he will most likely break that record. But he did go ahead and pass Brett Favre this season for the all-time career passing touchdowns record, now standing at 521 career passing touchdowns. Reggie Wayne also passed Marvin Harrison to move into third on the all-time receptions list with 1,134. He also moved up to fourth on the all-time receiving yards list at 15,544. If he comes back next season, he will most likely pass Terrell Owens and possibly even Randy Moss to move up to second. And then he also moved up to seventh on the all-time receiving touchdowns list. Again, if he comes back next year, he'll probably pass Tony Gonzalez and Larry Fitzgerald and move up to around sixth, right behind Marvin Harrison. Roddy White this season actually finished only 20 yards behind Jerry Rice for most receiving yards in a single season. He had over 1,800 yards. He was really close to breaking that record this year. So Peyton Manning, of course, ended up winning NFL MVP, NFL Offensive Player of the Year. NFL Defensive Player of the Year went to Clay Matthews. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to a quarterback for the Dolphins, who went 7-9. Defensive Rookie of the Year went to an outside linebacker for the Chargers. Best quarterback goes to Peyton Manning. Best running back went to that auto-generated one for the Jets. Best wide receiver goes to Greg Jennings, as Roddy White, who almost broke the record for receiving yards in a season, finishes third. Reggie Wayne finishes fifth. Best O-lineman goes to a guard for the Packers. Costanzo finishes second, and then Bobby Williams finishes fourth. Best defensive back went to Nnamdi Asomugha. Kelvin Hayden finished fourth. And then Coach of the Year, of course, went to Jim Caldwell. All right, so here we go into the retirements. Let's see, does Peyton Manning come back? Ooh, so we have quite a few retire. Adam Vinatieri, Bobby Williams, Fraley, our other right guard, Fujita, and Gary Brackett all retire. But Peyton Manning does not. He is coming back for at least one more season. Let's check out all of the other ones: Brian Urlacher, Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Chad Ochocinco. So quite a few high-profile retirements this year. But Peyton Manning does not retire, so this season will continue for at least one more episode. We have quite a few guys that we need to re-sign here. It looks like we will be re-signing most of these guys. Definitely want them back. Yeah, definitely going to be bringing these guys back. Basically, everyone from Pat McAfee up will be coming back again this next season. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to hit the like button. And also, please consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss the rest of this series. It is going to go for at least one more episode. I'm curious how many more seasons Peyton wants to play. I figured, perfect season, back-to-back Super Bowls, he'd retire, right off into the sunset after that. But apparently, he wants to go for one more. He'll probably break the all-time passing record this season. And so that'll be something to look forward to in the next episode. And maybe we can, go get our third straight Super Bowl. We'll see. But until next time, guys, I'm Brandon Satterwhite with iDish Gaming. Thank you for watching.